So this is the way it's going to be, huh? Oh boy. This is the way it's going to be. You're going to lay right on my hand so I can't move the mouse. You are something else. You are something else. I can't do anything out here. I bet you want to take over this table as well. Well, it's always welcome to have somebody from Denmark. Hello, Mattis. I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to come in here, as we have plenty to talk about. Shu, how are you, my friend? Robert, good to see you, my friend. This stupid cat. I started this a little earlier, particularly because the kids want to play some games. So Justin's reading some rules, and I figured I'd give him a hand. So I wanted to kind of... You have audio and video. Thank you. That's the one thing I forgot to ask. Doing these are live sometimes. Live are hard sometimes. Doing I see you have your glasses. Yeah, I have my glasses today, particularly because I've got a bunch of emails in the left-hand corner of the screen here that I'm going to read. We're going to go over some email, good, bad, and indifferent. The Canadian Barbarian. Now that's a cool name. Why couldn't I think of that? Huh? Why couldn't I think of something cool like that? Hello, my friend. Good to see you. Yeah, so I want to read some emails, go over a few things, and just kind of do my vlog live because, number one, I've been kind of pressed for time, so I'm trying. How's the sound? A lot better? Mr. Figs, how are you? Glad things are well in Chicago. We've really been experimenting with a lot of different things. I think you guys noticed a bit quality in the sound, which has been a lot better, which I'm really pleased with. And then second of all, I think you've noticed some video quality that's been better. Our lighting's been a little bit better. So as I'm learning things, I'm trying to apply them and get things done. Rob, loving your videos. Thank you so much. New Troll, good to see you, my friend. Larry, all my friends are here. That's always good to see. Well, Jason, see, maybe I need to tweak the thing. So has any heard what the street date for Blood Bowl is? It is out. It is out. I'm waiting for mine. This was actually a promotional copy sent to me by Games Workshop, believe it or not. They had contacted me because some of the work I've done with Sam and asked if I would want a copy. So, if you notice, there are some really, really big... We're going to start this. It's a lovely day for painting miniatures. It sure is. Hello, Alan. How are you? But getting back to the Blood Bowl thing, if you notice, there's a couple events because a lot of people can just cover Blood Bowl, but I think since I've had every set since its very inception, that I really kind of want, and I still have a lot of the stuff, believe it or not. There's a couple things I wanted to do, which was do the evolution, kind of talk about how the miniatures have changed, talk about the game, how it's changed from the first edition all the way to the... in reality, this is kind of the 5th edition because the 4th edition was just the living rule book, which was constantly evolving. From the fumble days, if any of you remember that, to the actual video game, so where you can play it on your PS4 or your Xbox One. I have all of it. I'm going to do an evolution of it all, and get ready because I'm going to be doing some Blood Bowl on on Old Man Gaming. I was going to do some last night. I have to explain this. I got my been expensive weekend Kingdom of Death Monster Kickstarter. Yeah, I saw that go off. I heard something that's not going out until 2020 or something like that. As much as I want that thing, I just don't know. I mean, I really would like to get a copy, paint it, and do a tutorial on each thing, but it's so doggone expensive. And there's just so many different things I can do. and they don't know I exist, so it's not worth it for them to invest in this channel. Which is a bunch of emails I gotta read to you that are pretty funny. We read the good, the bad, the indifferent here. See, I get all over the place. So anyways, I wanted to talk about the evolution of Blood Bowl, and what I'm going to do on Tuesday is Janice has never played Blood Bowl. So one of the big things that I'm really looking to do, I'm watching the stupid cat, in the summer next year, and I just don't do Kickstarters. Like I said, I really am somebody that, I'm not a big Kickstarter guy. I'm sorry, I'm getting off subject here. They're talking that the core game is coming out in summer of 2017. So we'll see if I can get my hand. Jason, if you want it painted, I'll paint it. I believe that you fall right in line with the patron. So if that's what you want painted, I'll be glad to paint it for you, and we would consider ourselves even on the patron, if that's what you would like to do, my friend. I'll leave it up to you. We could talk offline too. You could just send me an email at novaprime860@hotmail.com. So a couple things with the Blood Bowl. Janice has never played Blood Bowl before, so on Tuesday I'm going to play her, and I'm going to beat the living snot out of her. The reason is we are going to, that's the best way to learn. You're going to learn from a lot of mistakes and a lot of things that she's going to run into, and I think that's the best way for her to learn the game. Just hold on with the not hold on with the comments. I'll answer everything very soon. I apologize if I'm not keeping up. You know how I like to read everything. The thing that I want to do is I want her to learn the game, but you got to learn the hard way. So she's going to get disheartened, and then we're going to play another game. While I'm doing that, I'll explain to you all the new rules and all the things that are kind of going on with it. Then we're going to have a tournament. And I am trying to pick the people. They have to be a certain type of people to come into the compound here. And, go in front of the camera. I want the right people. Robert, I know you're out there. You're one of the ones that I'm hoping to get up here. Robert, if you don't realize, does some things for community review. We'd like to get him more involved and have him come up since he's in Orlando to be more part of the channel. I see a lot of things in him that I'd not like to exploit, but it's a good learning thing for him. I think having a fourth member to the team instead of us ganging up on Justin, having another person that we have to watch and learn from, and maybe doing a guest spot where people can, if you're in town or something like that, talk to us. We'll have you come up, and of course the Queen of All Reality will do her magic on the stove and just make a nice Saturday night of it. Andy Jackson, love you, dude. We need a workout vlog though. See your training routine. You don't want to see my training routine. I'm just throwing around a lot of weight and just being angry, blaming the world. It'd be pretty boring because I don't talk. I go in the gym, and it's a funny thing because there's a lot of people that just sit there and they're all talking to girls and stuff like that. I go in there, and to me, there's not a human being in the gym. I will throw around some weight, ask for no help, just pretty much be very reclusive to the point where people won't even talk to me because they can't stand me. And they think I'm a jerk, but what it is, I go in there to work. And I'm very focused when I get in there. I get my work done, and that's it. Maybe someday. Who knows? Okay, we talked about all the Kingdom Death Monster stuff. The 2020 date is for wannabe of new stuff not announced yet. Oh, okay, that's fine. Rumble Slam. I don't know what that is. Canadian Barbarian. I just like saying that. That's such a cool name. Have you thought about Skype in people for the Blood Bowl tournament? Hmm. I just wonder the logistics of it. You break connection, you lose something. That's not a bad idea, but how does it translate? Because we want to do the whole tournament live. So that's something I think I might try to do. No gym selfies from Rob. Yeah, you don't want to see that. Mr. Figs, how are you? Bill, good morning, sir. I think Rob's routine is fine, heavyweight, and lift them. Yeah, pretty much. I pile it on a bit. For an old fart, I'm not too bad. I am a national champion, so that must mean something. Now, if I can just win my fantasy football league. So let's get down to business here, and I kind of want to move this along a bit, and I apologize for this. There's a couple things that I wanted to talk about. First of all is the give thanks. As you know, that it has been a very, very tough week for my family and me. We have gone through some personal tragedy. We have, Andy, I'll answer that in a minute. Michael, how are you? And I'm going to cut the line right there. I'm going to keep an eye on it, and I'll fill in from there. But I kind of want to do my little intro here. And of course, apologize. We had planned a lot of content, and because of things, I just didn't feel comfortable doing a lot of live stuff. So we put some taped stuff up. We did a couple live things, but we kept them, pretty much contained, and we didn't do a lot. Today she's feeling a lot better. Even though she's in Connecticut, we feel it down here, and for us, it's very personal, and we just tried to keep it to ourselves. Some of you who are close friends of mine know what's going on. As a matter of fact, I feel pretty gifted that this entire channel that I have nothing but really good friends here. Every one of you, and a stupid cat that gets in the way. But it made me think of how many things I'm thankful for, and I've been thankful for this channel, been thankful for the progress that we've made, thankful for all my animals, big, small, and indifferent, and camera hogs. I've been thankful for my family, and I'm very blessed by it. And you really make this hard looking at your butt. But, it's been a lot of things, and going forward, I just want to keep strengthening and doing the right things. We have a lot of things that we have to do, a lot of people to help, a lot of things and indifference that we really want to go forward with. And you guys been so supportive, with the patron and even the giveaways to take some of the pressure off, so we can give a lot of things to the children's hospital and Toys for Tots and just be able to send things to people that are in need. Sometimes, as stupid as it sounds, a game can make a difference, And I think I've learned a lot of things. I've grown a lot of ways. I've seen a lot of different things. I see how dirty this YouTube business can be, and then I also seen how good it can be. I start thinking about some of the people that I know from the Dice Tower, and how much they mean to me, from Sam to Z to Tom to Jason. They've all become very good friends. Eric, and some of the contributors like Berkey. When he dresses up in that King's outfit, is the most hilarious thing you'll ever see. She hears the dogs. But, he's just, salt of the earth. From Pete, cool mini or not. Getting to meet people like Juve and things like that. Having the advantage to really become a part of this industry, but kind of keep my one foot on the outside, so I never lose grip of how important this community is. And for me, that's about as important as it gets. Look at this stupid cat. She's like focused in. She hears dogs. But I just want you to know that, especially at a time like this, how much it means to have all of you in my life. And I recognize your avatars. I see the things that you put in, that you write, and I've gotten the emails. And for me, I've said it 1,000 times, you guys are the heartbeat of this channel. And I couldn't do half of this stuff without you. And my family appreciates you. Um, you're a big part of our lives, and we're very thankful for you. So after Thanksgiving, and I don't think Thanksgiving is so much an American holiday as we should just take a certain time of the year and just give thanks to all of them, to everyone, right? You should be thankful I feed you. All right, let's answer some of these, and then I'll follow up with a few other things too. We said hello, Michael. Beat way, dude. Get in, get it done, get out. What music do you lift to? I don't lift to any music. I really don't. I find it very distracting. You know, I don't got to sit there and if I'm not jacked to be there, then I shouldn't be there. And if I got to turn on some more, I got you down as an old school heavy metal guy. Well, I do like heavy metal, but I'm more a progressive guy. Rush, yes, Kansas, and then I'm a Chicago, Jason Schaaf. I like everything. It's weird. Dream Theater is another big one for me. Squeeze, new wave. I'm all over the place. I'm a train wreck when it comes to music. Our mighty Canadian barbarians. See, you got to change it to the mighty Canadian barbarian. There you go. It's a fantasy and wrestling game that comes out this Christmas. Oh, I'm gonna have to take a look at that. I'll look it up and let you know. Hey Rob, big fan of the channel. First time I've been able to catch you live. Just started painting my copy of The Others this week, inspired by you and the show. Thank you so much, Mario. You have no idea how much that means to me. And I know I say that a lot, and I've got to meet a lot of you personally, and it's kind of funny. There's been times when I've met people, and I kind of go on, and they think they're just going to say hello and walk away, and I'll go, oh, hi, how are you? But I really want each and every one of you to know how important you guys are to me, and sometimes I tend to drone on a little bit. Your cat is hilarious. It's like she knows as soon as you go live. I know. Even though Z hates you. Totally teasing. Now, actually, Z and I are very good friends. You'd be surprised how good friends we are. Believe me, I wouldn't drive 4.5 hours down, do a show, drive 4.5 hours back if these guys weren't my friends. Joe, how are you? Rob, you are one of the best channels on YouTube. I love that an old guy like still is in the hobby, like me, still in the hobby. I like you on email. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, I'm an old hobby fart, but in a lot of ways this keeps me young. Maybe I just keep myself young. It's just something that I'm very passionate about, and my wife's been super supportive. She is, as we said, the queen of all reality. And I couldn't do half the stuff without her. And I'm very thankful for her. Okay. Boy, you were just honed in. She's listening to hear if those dogs are going to bark again, which is kind of good because it takes the focus off me. Another thing that I was talking about was some of the games that we're doing, and we're trying to improve a lot of things and do a lot of different things, and really make start to turn that corner as we head into the second year here, of doing this. We've got a lot of things planned, a lot of different ideas, and discussing doing things, and so forth and so on. Another thing I wanted to talk about was last night we were going to play something, but we ended up going to see the lights of Mount Dora. So we did that, and then I took the rest of the night to try to clean up and try to organize the email. I felt I've gotten behind a little bit because of some of the situations that have happened, and then being away at BGG. And again, I plead to you, if you had written me and you haven't heard back to me, please resend the email. I did some housekeeping, and I felt I got behind, but right now I'm right where I need to be. I just need tomorrow morning to catch up with all the comments and stuff like that. And I always like to answer the comments. I always like to answer the emails. It's very personal to me, and I want to feel that I'm somebody that's just like you guys, and I'm no different than you guys. The only difference is I have a camera on my end. Another thing that we want to cover is that there is community review is due next week. So anywhere from 30 seconds to as long as you like, talk about your gateway game. Your gateway game, and that's due next Sunday. So if you can get that to me, I'd appreciate it. I always enjoy that. Kurt and Mans and Robert and Alan and Michael and sent a couple times have been doing some wonderful, wonderful work, and I look forward to putting. That's probably one of my favorite segments to do every week is put that together, and I try to even push myself out of the way in some ways. Just say something real quick and then say, hey, get a load of these guys, and they've done such a wonderful job, put a lot of thought into everything they do, and I have to say. It is one of my favorite segments, and it will stay on here. I think if we can get enough people, I might move it up to once a week, but I think right now, just to keep it nice and comfortable for everybody. Hi, Rob. Just got the new Blood Bowl. They seem to streamline a lot of the rules from the 3rd edition. Have you played the new one yet? I've read the book, Ricky, and I'm working on it as we speak. I'm going to cover it extensively in the next weeks, and you're going to see a Blood Bowl tournament and how that plays with the Death Zone and all the other stuff. So I'm really looking forward to really doing something really spectacular with this particular edition. Right now, I think I want to pull up some of these emails, and I've gotten some beauties. Alright, so I'm going to read you guys some emails. Like I said, what we do with the money from the patron is, number one, we put a little aside to make sure that we can cover all the games that we have to do for anybody from the $10 level and up. So we do that. We also invest pretty heavily to give away 20 great games. I mean, you do not get like a love letter or anything like that. You get out of the 20 things, I mean, yeah, it's anywhere from $50 to $100 to $300 worth of stuff. And a lot of the stuff is painted. Tomorrow we're doing a live showing off of all the stuff that we're going to do. Hi, Rob. Liked your outfit on Battling. How I got roped into that. First of all, it's 11 o'clock and I'm exhausted, which meant it was 12 o'clock here. And Z goes, come on, you got to go down and wear the same thing as I do. I go, all right, fine. And then I kept breaking the string. I pulled the thing and it would break every time. And I couldn't get my hands into the little top thing, so I couldn't get no speed on my stupid top. I was very disappointed. I know you are having a lot going on lately, so no worries. But any update on the shirts? They are all packed and went out yesterday, so you guys should have them sometime this week. Everything went out. When you say gateway games, do you mean the games that got us into the hobby, or games that we use to get others in the hobby? Either or. Do whatever you like. When I say gateway, either you can explain why you use that as a gateway to get somebody in, or you can explain it, talk about the game that got you involved, or do both. I don't care, as long as I am so intrigued with. Like I said, this is such a big segment for me, and I really do love it. I think it's a great segment. I think giving it to the community to let them everybody to see everybody to get to know everybody. You talk to each other constantly, and I just find that really, really wonderful. So let's take a look at this week's emails. Every week we're going to go over some emails, and I pulled out a bunch, so I think you'll enjoy these. Some will enrage you, some maybe will move you, and others will just make you laugh. So the first one, and I have to leave everybody anonymous here. Hold on here, just making a few adjustments there. Okay, do you use an airbrush? If so, what are the pros of that? I'll answer that real quickly. I do use an airbrush. I use it when I have a bunch of things that are shaded. I basically use it for tanks. I use it for bigger creatures. I had planned on doing something with Cthulhu Wars, where I showed you how the airbrush, but I had done a test with the airbrush and it just overtakes the sound. And until I can learn how to do voiceovers, I'm going to leave airbrushing out for a little while. So I think that answers it. The pros of it, it's very quick to do. The cons of it is if you change colors, it takes a while. So it's not just like opening up another paint jar. It's really a pain in the neck. Oh, what are we looking at here? Race opens up for this, that, the other. Alright. Okay. Alright. I'm just clicking around here, making sure I got everything together. You need to get down. Go run. Go play. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, there we go. Alright, the first email is actually from someone that usually shows up here from time to time. Not so much lately. I'm going to just surmise it. If I read it to you, it'd take us hours. So I'm just going to pick out certain parts of this. Rob, I want to tell you how much I enjoy the channel. The channel means the world to me. So I hope you don't mind if I tell you this story a bit. My son, who used to be very much a modeler at one point when he was younger, had gotten away from it and had fallen in with a wrong crowd of people. It was at this time that he started using drugs and becoming very belligerent to myself and my wife. We felt that we lost him and that we could not reach him. As much help as much we tried to reach out to him. We were at our lowest of lows and really did not know what else to do. One day he had come home after being gone for 4 or 5 days, and most of the time spent his time sleeping. I tried to just crawl within myself and found solace in your channel. As I was watching your channel at the table, he had just come out of his room. It was at this time that he noticed what I was watching. He decided to sit down next to me and watch as you were painting Blood Rage for the first time. He was just completely captivated by everything that you were doing and amazed at how well that you were able to convey it in such a simplest form. He asked, what was this? And I told him it was a YouTube channel that I had followed. As the weeks went by and I would just continually watch, he would sit down with me and watch the videos. At that point, he asked, "Hey, Dad, would you like to start a project together? Maybe we can start painting together." At that time, we started talking and opening up dialogue, where normal dialogue, we would just basically, he would shut down. And he found his love for painting again. It was through watching your consistent videos and watching your family together, we started playing games and doing more and more together as he became very involved in the channel. watching and learning from you, as well as being captivated by your words of inspiration. He decided to get help at this time and just wanted to clean up his life, to model himself more like yourself. I really. As the months have gone by, we have grown closer, and we continue to paint together each and every week, taking a Friday and a Saturday. Things are not always perfect, but we are getting there, and he's getting stronger each and every day, and we have you to thank for it. You have no idea how much I admire you and how much you mean to my family and me. You saved my son's life. For this, I can never repay you and only thank you. We try each and every day, and though they are struggles and we have our lows, we also have our incredible highs, where our life in the past was nothing but completely lows. Your family is a gift to us, and we thank you, and we hope that you'll continue to do this for years, as we will always support you, and thank you for giving us the strength to save our family. Well, what do I say to that? What do I say to that? I can only tell you this, that I am truly humbled by each and every one of you and how much you've brought to my life. Without this channel, I really don't know. I've always had my family. My family is my strength. My wife is everything to me. And, I didn't have the best of childhoods. And it was very, very tough at times. I've had great moments. It's because I've always believed that the best strength that you ever could show is to be strong enough to get whatever is put in front of you. And sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but you never quit. Never accept losses, and never camp on wins. That's all I can tell you. And I want to thank that person for that letter. It means the world to me. And just know that this channel is part of my life as much as all of you are. And that we will continue to do what we can to be a force of good. And I don't know, what do you say to that? I mean, what do you really say? Well, from a good letter, why don't we go right to a bad one? Let's see here. I picked one out too. I just got to find where I put it in this file. Okay. This one came anonymous, so I always enjoy these. Rob, first of all, let me tell you that I have a very successful channel here on YouTube, and basically do all the things that you've done for a lot longer time. I'd just like to let you know how much I think your channel sucks, and you do as well. I think all the people that are in your audience are basically paid. I don't believe that there's any kind of camaraderie. First of all, spell it correctly. Patrick, how are you? Lars, I'm sorry. Hello. Camaraderie. Again, spell it correctly. I don't believe that there is such camaraderie, as I deal with people on a daily basis. Anytime anyone asks about your channel, I completely pass it over. I think you're phony. I think you're working an angle to make money. We all are in this for money. We all do this for profit. We all do this for free stuff. Anybody that tells you any different is full of it, and I believe that you are as well. Lily, hold on. I will continue to grow my channel and surpass you in every sense of the word. I don't have to touch every single person out there. I don't even worry about my my subscriptions. The people watch, they're entertained by me because I give them the one thing that they deserve, and that's talent. I wish you nothing but the worst, and I just wish you would get off YouTube because I'm tired of hearing about your channel and your goody two-shoesness. Signed, Anonymous. You see, the thing that always kills me about people like that is if you had the guts, you'd come say it to me. I've been at Gen Con. If you're such a big channel, I'm sure you were there. I've been to Dice Tower Con. If you're any kind of channel, you would have been there. And I've been to BGG Con, where all the big boys were. Okay? There wasn't one person that would ever come up and say one negative thing. They didn't have the guts. They'd smile and they'd shake your hand. I'm sure a lot of them thought it. But I'm right there. I'm right there. It's easy. When you are faced with fear, okay, you can't speak. And I believe that. And believe me, I'm not somebody to back up. I'd give it right back to them. But then again, to be honest with you, the way I see it, if you had any guts, you'd tell me who you were. Because you're afraid that I would say something on live thing. Because I call you out. Because I leave this as an open book. It always, oh, here we go. Hold on. I love hate letters, Andy says. Robert, speaking of it, where's my paycheck? Yeah, it's in the mail. LOL, what a schmuck wrote that. People get so jealous and just don't get it. And he is cowardly for being anonymous. Yes, my check bounced this month. Yeah, I'm going to keep bouncing them. What a doozy. Clearly this person has a successful channel. Yeah, that's the way I see it. Yeah, it was Jason. It was Jason. Or Tom. Yeah, Tom's threatened by me. No, I'll tell you. When I went through what I went through, they were the first ones to write me and say, hey, anything we can do. And all their prayers, they pointed in my direction. I don't forget that very easy. Lead Guitar 2, I hate your channel, which is why I watch all the time and take the time to write you an email. Yeah, so I got a kick out of that one. Let's keep on with the hate emails, and these are my favorite. This other one, basically, I'll just surmise it. It's a couple lines that are just basically, I believe you have no painting talent. You're basic at best. You're not helping anybody. I believe that all you're doing is sending miniature painting back to the dark ages to which you were probably born. Oh, hey, thanks. You got to remember that the way I painted was with berries and different colors of berries and sticks. Oh God, I love this stuff. And then he sent some pictures of his stuff, which was okay, but I mean, jeez. I never tried to sit here and spend 50 hours on a miniature. The reason is that's unrealistic for 99% of you, okay? The whole point of it is to teach you how to do it quickly, basically, so you get something on the board and you enjoy it. Maybe if you want to take it another level, hey, there are guys like Sinestro. I mean, the guy's a talent. But how long does it take him to make a video? It takes him like a week or two sometimes just to do one figure. Because the guy is a talent, a perfectionist. And did I say talent? Unbelievable talent. Okay? My thing is to get you to get in here, do it, try it. If you like it and you think you can go even further with it, go over to him, subscribe to him, watch, learn the things that he can teach you. Jay from... Oh, did you burp? Jay from... there's another guy. There's a guy... Oh, God, what is it? not oh God, I forgot his name. He has like a spacesuit on or something in his little avatar. Another good painter. He's really good with the airbrush, and he does his voiceovers and stuff like that. But the guy's another great talent. You know, there's a lot of great talented people out there that paint, and I think, you know, for me to sit here and try to corner the market is just completely stupid. Okay, the whole point, you know, it's impossible. The thing I wanted to do is I wanted to bring this to the Dice Tower. I opened the door at the Dice Tower. I wanted them to be successful and have every aspect of gaming, from painting all the way to Euro games to Ameritrash to kid games to party games. It becomes one giant thing for the Dice Tower. I'm a part of that. I'm an originator of that. I brought that there. Sam and I worked very hard to really and we're still not done. We still have a lot of growth. We're not perfect, but we do bring you guys as much as we possibly could, and for that, you know, we're very thankful for. Are you painting for a golden demon or to play a game and have have it look good? If I'm passionate about something, like a lot of the Games Workshop stuff, I will take my time with, and you know, my Blood Bowl set, I'll take some time with, but I'm going to take one set and just kind of show you how to do it quickly so you can get it on the board. A lot of the Games Workshop stuff I tend to be a little more tedious with, but to be honest with you, I want to get it on the table, make it look good, play it. And I want to show you how to cut the time out, because the biggest problem is you're going to be very frustrated. Okay? People always find the negatives make me frustrated. It's everything wrong with society today. This is from Lead Guitar. Encourage people and the world would be a better place. Well, this is some of the things. Jay Adams, thank you. Thank you so much, Charles. Really class act. You know, I don't know a lot of these guys, but I don't mind promoting these guys. These are good people. When I was starting out, I watched them. I thought they did wonderful work, and I said, wow, you know, let me do something more basic for people, because I had a hard time following along. It's for intermediate and advanced people, I always felt. Believe me, it is a hard thing to try to teach somebody something, especially when you can just pick it up and do it. So I understand there could be some disconnect. That's why I always try to take it and really bring it back to the very basics and teach. So, you know, if somebody likes it, hey, great. If somebody don't, guess what? Come find me. Joe in Arizona. It's sad that there are some people that try to make themselves feel better than they are by being mean or insulting others. Here's the thing. Here's the thing I have to say to a lot of those people, that, you know, the ones that click the thumb sound, which I'm sure somebody will at some point here. You know something? Come be a part of this. Okay? Jealousy, all those 7 sins that you find in the others, let them go. Become part of a community, because this community is real, not paid for. This community is something that, for me, means a lot. For others, it means a lot. It's a safe haven for a number of people, and for that, it is truly something that I think a lot of people don't understand. And I've had some bigger sites come to me and go, holy cow, how did you do that? I mean, how are your people the way they are? It's because because I see every one of you, from Xavier to Charles to lead guitarist to Mr. Figs to, you know, Dave, Larry. I mean, I can name people off my head all day. Robert, Joe, Juba, Bud, Jbua. I wouldn't know how to pronounce that one. Somebody spell it out. Xavier, a bit off topic. Any recommendations of a game or games for someone in a wheelchair with very limited hand movement? Having to move pieces for him. His wife is sad. He used to like games. Let's see. hands have limited movement, you'd want something that you can push across a board. Otama would be good, because you can actually push it across the board. I think that would be good. I think... Figure games are hard, but something with big pieces. No dice rolling. You know something I got? How about Sherlock Holmes, consulting detective? All you got to do is his wife can read, and he can help deduct the problem. She can do all the checking out the map, put the map in front of him so he can just read the map and maybe come up with things. Games like Sherlock Holmes Consulting Detective, I think, is perfect for that type of situation. Larry, those who talk behind your back. They're behind you for a reason. Yeah, that's true, Larry. Mr. Figs, paint to play versus paint to display. Paint to display, you just look at it. Duke, that's a good one. I'm sorry, I'm bouncing all over the place. Paint to play, mostly. Paint to display, I don't want to just look at something. I want to do something with it. I want it out on the table. I want to play it. I want to do things with it. The Duke game. That's a great idea, Mods. Sith Knight, my brother, here he is. If you are moving pieces for him, what about Mansions of Madness 2.0? He can tell you what he wants to happen in the story with the options and etc. Good point. That's a good one. And like I said, consultant detective, where you have to problem solve things. Or a cooperative game like Warfighter, where you can have he can have everything out in front of him and just basically tell you what he wants done, and you can just move it for him. That's a great idea. I'm gonna bring that one up to Tom. See what he comes up with. Let's get back to the one last email. This one's actually a good one. Actually, Otama has big pieces and not much movement. Yeah, see? There you go. All right, so one last email. Nathaniel, how are you? And this one is from Anonymous. We're going to leave this anonymous. This one, hi Rob. I've been laid up for quite some time. I have congestive heart failure, and I am in the final year of my life. I was told 3 years ago that I've only had about 4 years to live, and unfortunately, things have been progressively getting worse. I had hoped that the doctors were wrong, but they were not. As I come to the end of my life, I've reflected so much upon myself. All the things that I've done through life, all the things that I've seen, all the beauty and all the hatred in the world. Because I've been laid up, I've searched the internet and looked, and I stumbled upon your channel. Your channel is something I find true, honest amazement, as everything that you speak about humanity is very heartfelt, and how much you all seem to be just one happy family. It brings joy to my heart in this my final days. I look forward to every video, and and my heart breaks thinking at some point that I will not ever see another video again. You've been an inspiration to me. You've been someone who has no matter how dark things have gotten for me, I've always looked at the brighter things. You've given me hope and faith and compassion for all mankind. I don't know how I would get along without your videos and your wonderful family. I have very little, and I have so few people in my life. And as my days come to an end, I've reflected upon that I could have been kinder and better and more beautiful to people. I hope you read this and will continue to find strength in days that you don't, as there have been some tough days for you as well. And you've expressed them with all your heart and all your passion to your community. Your community seems to be everything to you and you everything to your community. I'm so thankful to be a part of this. And I just wanted you to know that every video I look forward to, it means so much to me, and it's so heartfelt in everything that you do, and my heart, though it be bad, is bigger for being a member of your community. I love sitting back and watching. I never comment. I love sitting and watching the interaction and how people laugh, cry, smile, and get mad at many times of different things that have happened throughout the years I've watched. Thank you for being the best part of my life and being the one thing that I will take to my grave, and maybe be one of the final thoughts that I have, is you and your wonderful channel and your wonderful family and your wonderful community. I want to thank all of them for meaning so much to me and making a difference in each and every day of my life, no matter how little of it I have. Thank you so much. And it's signed, and I don't want to say the person's name. I've written them back, of course. I mean, again, what do you say? I think we've said it a lot of times. We try to be everything for everyone. We try to be everything for ourselves. We try to be everything. We try to be all the good things that we know we can be, even though there are times when we're not the best of people. Hey, I get angry just like you guys. I fail at things just like you guys. I sometimes spout out and yell at the kids when I shouldn't, and a lot of different things. But I find that in moments that I start to escalate or become sad or cocky, we all have our moments in everything, that I look to letters like this, and I get these on such a consistent basis, and I'm so blessed for them. And I just want you guys to know to just keep writing to novaprime860@hotmail.com. Yes, it's a Hotmail account. I get flack for that because I'm old. These are the reasons that we put together these videos. These are the reasons that we put together our giveaways, our patrons. These are all things I was against until I saw the things I can do to help people and to make even more of an impression, instead of just getting in front of a video and saying, hey, let's help people. I wanted to take action. I wanted this. I drew the line in the sand with Joshua, and when he was sick, and I knew that his time was limited, that I knew that it was time to take action, to make a difference, to become the man and the men and women that we all can be, and to lead that in some way. Not to be any different than you, but to say, hey, we're here. Become a part of this. Click the subscription button. Even if you don't want to click the subscription button, just follow along. Do one thing for somebody. One thing. If you do one thing a year for somebody, just do one thing. One thing. My wife and I were driving home Friday. We had taken the babies out for their lunch, and I had a good time. And there's a man, a homeless vet, that walks from Walmart to, from what my wife understands, a porch that he lives under. And all the time he has to carry all his belongings and everything that he owns, and you see it weighing on his shoulders. And he has these bags tied off in the front and tied off in the back, sling across his shoulders, and he's holding things, and you can see him just struggling. So we took a little bit of the money that we had put aside that we were originally going to buy a camera for. I keep on trying to put money aside for a camera, but it's just never going to happen. And we bought him a cart, a push cart. Now we just got to see him again and hand it to him, and it was something that was pretty much emotional for us to be able to go buy this cart. and it's got wheels on it, and it's got a big basket in it, and it folds up for him. So when we see it, we're going to give it to him. And that's just one thing. That's just one thing that you can do. And I think about that. I said, that's just one thing. There's so much more I can do. All I ask of this audience, and all 3,400 and whatever there are of you guys, to do just one thing. One thing that somebody will remember. And I think we'll be better for it. It doesn't have to be holiday time. It could be the summer. It could be the dead of winter. It could be the fall. Doesn't matter what day. Just every once in a while, a sandwich, a blanket, a can of goods, rescuing a pet, which I've rescued too many. Making a difference, helping somebody, maybe somebody that's alone that can use a pet, matching people up, do things to make yourself feel good about yourselves. Look in the mirror. You're all good people. You're all good people. You have a lot to offer this world. You have a lot to offer everyone. Your families. You know, my wife says this often. To the world, you're one person. But to someone, you're the world. Be that person. That's all I got for you today, guys. So, the next time you see us, it'll be later this afternoon. We'll be playing games. In the meantime, enjoy your afternoon. Thank you for being a part of this live vlog. I like doing them live. I think a little better than taping them because I tend to cut things out because I get too preachy. This way you guys can just click the button off if I get too preachy or fast forward ahead. We'll see you this afternoon. We've got a big week going on, and at the end of the week, I'll set up the second part of the week where I will be painting Conan. And Larry says, honesty is appreciated, trust is earned, loyalty is returned. Great saying, Larry. It's the kind of people I have in this audience. These are the kind of people that I'm proud to have on this channel. I'm very proud of each and every one of you. Thank you. And Canadian Barbarian, the greatest name ever. Almost as good as New Troll. Take that. Maz, thank you, Robin. See ya. We'll see you guys later this afternoon when we're playing some live games and having a little bit more fun than preaching. Have a great week. Look forward to all the stuff that we're going to be doing this weekend. I'll see you guys soon.